microphone. Rob?
Dylan, first of all, how's your health now? Are you back to 100%? And it seems like Coach Long wants to get you involved, you know, size matchups, your physicality, that type of thing. What's your outlook now moving forward?
Yeah, I would say probably the past, 2 weeks, I got back to 100. The first game I was back, I was, you know, nurturing it a little bit, but now I'm fully back to 100. I feel a lot better than I did last year in week 6, I'll tell you that. So my body feels good right now, which I'm grateful for. And as far as Coach Long, yeah, you know, the past two or so games, I got a little more involved, you know, getting back healthy, being able to run around a little bit better. So as I continue to progress, I hope to, you know, be more involved and get more opportunities to get those mismatches and stuff like that.
Just, you know, in terms of the offense, it seems like you guys are starting to find some confidence. Is that something that's become a little more tangible as you guys have started to have some success, seeing maybe playing with more confidence and having more confidence, then how that affects Jeff and everything?
Yeah, I would say for sure just confidence in general is a big thing when it comes to offense. If you go out there and confident in what you're doing, you're going to play better, you're going to play looser. So I think that's a big part of it. Then also just as the season progresses, we're going to get more reps and stuff like that, get more in-game situations to be able to, you know, be more effective in offense. So I think as we go and progress along the season and get more, you know, real game situations and find out what we're good at and what we're not good at, and obviously run more of what we're good at, we'll continue to progress as we do that. So.
Zach?
Every game's special because there's only a finite number on the schedule, but a little bit more juice in the locker room on a Thursday night when all eyes are on this program?
For sure, for sure. And, you know, it's really cool for us just because, you know, it's been a while since, you know, we've had this kind of momentum in the program. First time doing back-to-back wins. You know, it's great for us as, you know, players, but it's also cool to see the fan base and getting wins for the students. And you just hear different conversations when you're in the classroom, and there's a little more hype. So it's really cool walking around campus and seeing people be excited about us. And I'm excited, especially for the fan base, just to give them something to be excited about. So it's been really cool.
Okay.
Dylan, I've asked a few different players this, but to you, what is the biggest way that Coach Key has impacted the team in terms of how you guys have been able to play on the field?
I would say the biggest thing is if it doesn't have to do with winning, he doesn't really care about it. He is, you know, he's very simple in what he does. And, I mean, for example, suits, you know, we're not wearing suits anymore. If it doesn't have to do with winning, he doesn't care about it. So I just think it's little things like that where, you know, he doesn't pay attention as much as the outside, and not to knock anybody on that, but he's just, you know, he's very focused on winning, and, you know, he brings an intensity and focus, and he knows how to win. I mean, there's little tweaks to his schedule here and there now, but nothing, we're not doing nothing crazy out of the ordinary. But I would just say his mentality is, you know, really affected the locker room as a whole. But, you know, I've loved Coach Key since I've been here. He's been here since I got here as a freshman, and he recruited me back when I was in high school in Milton. I remember having a conversation with him before I even came here. So I've been a Key fan ever since I got here, and I've had a great relationship with him. And the guy knows how to win, and we're going to keep it rolling.
Rod?
You got a couple of days off.
Mm-hmm.
How is the team now as far as getting their legs back, being fresh, and have that energy that they need coming out on Thursday night?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yesterday I was telling Coach the best my legs felt in a while, because, you know, we were able to get off our legs for a few days and, you know, get that back with us. And it's good having that halfway point, week 6 bye. So I feel like everybody's got their legs back together. You know, knocking off the rust a little bit yesterday, getting back out there after having a few days off. But, you know, we've had 2 good practices, and I feel like everybody's feeling better. So it'll be good. It'll be good, everybody. And they had a bye week too, Virginia, so they'll be just along with us. So we got to come and prepare for that. But it's definitely good as a player to be able to, you know, kick back, decompress mentally, and get our legs back.
Obviously, you work closely with Coach Long. Do you feel like it maybe took a little bit of time just to find, like, the groove for you guys offensively, like what would work, what doesn't work, kind of? Yeah. It seemed like there was maybe a little bit of a feeling out period early in the season, and now you guys have kind of settled into some key plays.
Yeah, I would say for sure. I mean, even at the beginning of the season, you know, he identifies things that, you know, we don't do very well. That's just the nature of an offense. You're not going to be great at every single scheme you do, and certain players affect that in different ways. But, I mean, we've condensed down as we win, and, you know, found plays that we're really good at and we're going to run those a lot, hopefully, because, I mean, if we're good at it, why not? But, yeah, as far as just a position group, specifically as tight ends, he's a tough coach. He expects, you know, really high expectations out of us. So just as the season goes, the tight end group as whole is learning, and you know, we're going to make mistakes every now and then, but you know, hopefully we'll be able to learn from those and just to progress as a group as a whole. Yeah.
Anything else for Dylan? All right, Dylan. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Miles? First time up here on the hot seat?
Up here, yes, sir.
Okay, last but certainly not least, we have defensive back LaMiles Brooks. We'll go ahead and open it right up for questions from Miles. Kelly, you want to start?
Yeah, we talked before the season, and obviously you were pretty anxious, having missed a lot of time and not been healthy throughout your career. How satisfying is it now to have some success, some things to build upon, and start to show people what you can do by being healthy and being out on the field?
It's very satisfying, you know. I missed the entire spring due to shoulder surgery. So it's just good being back out here with my teammates. That's what I miss the most, whether it's playing good or playing bad, just playing on the field with my teammates. So it's going well.
Rod?
You're back there now with a freshman in Clayton Powell-Lee. Has that added anything to what you have to do before you get lined up? In other words, making sure he knows where to be, or where does he stand now as far as that goes? And it seems like now you guys are ready to make some plays back there.
So it doesn't add anything to me, honestly. You know, Clayton's been preparing since he's been here. You know, he was waiting on a moment like this, and he's making the most of it. So just communication, his preparation is always top level. So he's out here making plays.
Next. Zach?
Dylan was saying the conversations in class have changed a little bit from week one to where we are now. You're smiling already. Any fun stories or just the interactions with your classmates on campus and how you guys have been able to turn it around?
No stories in general, but, you know, just walking to class, you know, walking on campus, you know, students will come up to you, hey, great game, seeing you out there, you know, maybe want to take a picture or two with certain players, you know, professors showing love, you know. So, I mean, that's big. That's all you ever ask for as a college athlete.
Ken?
Defensively, last two games were good. And even going back to the UCF game a little bit, it feels like you guys are playing better, making plays, you know, pressure and so forth. What do you feel like is happening with you guys back there?
Preparation. Once again, you know, our preparation is what allows us to play fast, play together. Our brotherhood, you know, from the D-line to the linebackers all the way to the secondary, our communication, everything's just flowing right now, you know. It's I wouldn't say easy, but just the way we prepare and practice and meetings every day is showing up out there on the field.
It's okay. Coach Key talked about you being kind of a key guy after the Duke game in terms of communication and stepping up with Jalen out. And how much did you kind of take up a little bit to take some things off Clayton's plate a little bit there? And how much have you guys prided yourself on getting guys set up the right way at the safety position, getting the defense set in the back end?
I mean, it all starts in the meetings. You know, everybody's engaged in the meetings. We communicate in the meetings, which leads to communication in practice, which leads to communication in the game. You know, when you communicate and everybody's on the same page, whether you're right or wrong, everybody can play fast, and it allows us to make plays.
Anything else? Anything on this side? Rod, one more.
You're coming off 2 wins in a row. Is the word letdown been discussed at all? You know, in other words, we need to come out and start the game with a lot of energy and take advantage of the hard work we've already put in?
For us, it's really just winning the day, every day. You know, there's no room to fall off. You know, the same team that we beat Pitt and Duke with cannot be the same team that'll come out here and play Virginia. You know, we got to be better than how we've been previous weeks, and we feel like that'll lead to a dub.
So, anything else? All right. Miles, appreciate you.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all.